Better Call Saul, Season 4, Episode 1, Smoke is the title of it. We're gonna premiere this season, so let's do it. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Affan, and welcome to my channel. A lot happened in the last episode. Kim got into an accident, and because of that accident, she finally decided to take a break. So something good came out of it. Nacho got Hector hospitalized, and Gus might have an inkling that Nacho had something to do with that. Not entirely sure about that one though. And we had Jimmy McGill saying there aren't many of us McGills left, huh? And yet there are fewer after that statement was said, because Jimmy and Chuck, the McGill bros, both of them are gone. One literally, one figuratively, because Saul Goodman has taken over, although Jimmy's last act was that of kindness, but I do believe that's it for Jimmy as well as Chuck. So let's jump into this episode and see how it's all going to unroll. Without any further ado, here we go. Cinnabon.
My shadow and me.
Wait, something happened to him last time we saw him, right? To Jean. Yes, there it is.
We three, we're all alone. Seem like we're living in a memory.
My echo, my shadow, and me.
My shadow and me.
And me. Jimmy, Saul, Jean. We three.
Fact is, that's
I was so worried that he was going to freak out because the cops and all that.
shadow and me.
Oh, his heart rate's rising. I think he's freaking out.
Mr. Takovic.
Takovic. Okay, I'm like, what was that last name? Takovic. Gene Takovic.
Everything I can see here looks good.
That's great.
Headline here is false alarm.
Nice. Good to go.
Mr. Takovic, it'll just take a moment.
What is it?
I have another look at your driver's license.
Uh-oh.
For some reason, this computer keeps kicking this back. And this is your current address? Can I have your social security number again?
It's not real? That's why it's kicking it back?
531
531.
14.
Remember it backward? It's not registering?
Odd.
Uh-oh. He's just gonna walk away?
I've seen this before.
Uh-oh.
I typed the letter O instead of a 0. I can't believe how stupid. I think it's... Yeah, it's going through now.
So it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
So I can...
Have a good night. I'm sorry
Okay.
for keeping you.
Did he get his card back? Yeah, he didn't get the card back, yeah.
Don't forget this.
Don't forget to bring your towel.
Stay warm.
You too.
Wow. That was unnecessarily intense. Oh, man. So do hospitals have systems where when you enter the number, they just immediately come up with all the information? I thought it was just data entry. So it should accept it even if it's, you know, not a real social or ID or whatever. You know what I mean? Like maybe with coppers, they have like a, you know, database system where you enter the number and it'll pop it up. But do they have that in hospitals too? I don't know. Maybe they do. Who knows? I'm not sure. Albuquerque. You guys told me there's an Albuquerque isotope or something team. Why is he staring at him?
It's a green light.
What the fuck is going on here? Did he get out? What's up with the taxi driver? That was, like, once again, unnecessarily intense. But I mean, it shows the paranoia, I guess, of Jean. Me, my shadow, and me? My shadow, my echo, and me. Mesa Verde. Wait, what? This is like an effect? Oh, is this? Oh, this is Chuck's house. Those are really bad effects, you know, like my video level effects. Hey, fishy. It's gonna apply to the jobs. Coffee's ready. Him and her caffeine addiction, as well as cigarettes, and will work. Ooh, Howard Hamlin. Jimmy, you should pick that one up. I feel like that's important. What is he doing?
I'm trying to reach Jimmy. I really need to talk to him. It's Chuck.
A steam pile of crap.
Jimmy, don't.
Wow. They used to sit there like that, looking at that. Remember, without the shoes in the grass. Oh, Kimmy. Oh, it's all going down. Look at her, look at that. Oh my goodness.
He says it started in the living room. Somehow one of the lanterns was knocked over. And then the inspector says it was over fast, smoke inhalation, so he didn't suffer.
Yeah, they're gonna say that. Did you see the back?
Burning alive. I don't know how you can't suffer with that. The meter was smashed.
Everything electric is back there. The fireman didn't do that.
Right.
He did that.
Last time he saw me, he was fine, right?
I saw him 5 days ago. He was listening to jazz.
Mm-hmm.
All the lights worked. Something made him relapse.
I think it was, you know, Howard and HHM came to mind, but I think it was more than that. I think it was a bunch of things that happened, accumulating over time.
There you go.
So is it, huh?
Yeah.
So, the boss says he's gonna want the windbreaker.
Of course he does.
And the shirt.
Take care, Mike.
Oh, the shirt had the company name too. I thought maybe. What's that pipe they made?
Pop.
Yeah.
Make it go.
What's wrong with it?
You're standing on it.
I don't think so.
You're wrong with it.
You're standing on it.
Really?
Is that the soaker hose you two made?
Oh, yeah.
New job.
I make my own house.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Offering.
They're good.
Thanks, Mike.
I love her outfits. They're so kid friendly. Just want to hug her. Madrigal? Yeah, let's go. Michael Airman trout like the fish, yeah. Fish and chips, yeah, man. Oh, no. That's weekly, right? So the job isn't a job, right? Like, he doesn't need to go at all. That's why, okay. That's why he said he... So why do you have to quit? I guess legally he's still working there. So that's why he had to quit the other job. Because I'm like, well, I could make a little bit of money here and that, you know?
A towering figure in the Albuquerque legal community who built one of the leading law firms in the Southwest was taken from this world tragically and suddenly last week. Son of Ruth and Willard McGill, Charles was born and raised in Cicero, Illinois, outside Chicago, making him the youngest graduate in the history of that school. In his undergraduate years at the University of Pennsylvania,
Oh, wow. Ivy League.
where he went on to graduate magna cum laude.
Wow.
After clerking at both the Delaware Court of
I was just cum laude.
10th Circuit, Charles joined George.
Missed out by 0.04. You know. Charles is survived by his former wife and younger... What?
He likes it. Howard, you should go ahead with it.
Thank him for me.
Someone mentioned Howard's suit isn't a suit, it's a skin. It literally is. Do you ever see him without that? Like that shirt, that tie, that coat, that pant, that shoes. This guy is such a robot, I swear. Hey, there it is. She's like, all right, if you don't want it, I'll take yours too. Two more for me. Oh, I love those cookies. You know that purple, blue, whatever round thingy? They have those cookies, especially the one with the sugar on top. Oh, I love sugar. Oh boy, I knocked the whole bottle out, as well as Kim. The trash guys are here. Is that a chocolate dollar? I feel like he wanted to cry, Jimmy. I feel like he should have.
He took these.
Thanks. We're headed to Lovelace if you'd like to.
I think Gus is on to Nacho. That little look. Looked at him again. That's where he's gonna dispense the rest of the tabs. Bro, don't do it here. Go home and trash it or whatever. Oh my goodness, cause it's gotta fall perfectly in the middle of those grills.
Juan Bolsa wants to see you.
Put it in your pocket. Mine didn't have that echo. Just didn't sound as badass.
Don Héctor tuvo un derrame cerebral, no sabemos cuándo volverá. Pero escúchenme. El territorio de Salamanca se queda el territorio de Salamanca. Nada cambia. Las colectas continúan igual. El recuento debe ser exacto. Todo como lo han hecho antes.
Entiendo.
Las cosas podrían ir muy bien para ustedes.
Tilt of head. I like how he's wearing, Bolsa's wearing green shirts, similar to the kind that Jimmy was wearing in the previous episodes. I don't know which one exactly. I like how Chicken Man is wearing purple, like Howard and, you know, well, Marie.
Alguien se moverá contra los Salamancas. Lo que trae la guerra. Lo que trae el caos, la DEA.
Yeah, ain't a word. See? So much easier. Oh my god, I thought that was someone right there. There was someone on the side. Oh. Gus knows for sure. Mike checked his tracker too, so they're putting the trackers in different spots now. Salamancas aren't the only ones you should be afraid of or something like that. I don't know. That's playa?
So you take this, give it a little play, right? And then...
Yep.
That's all there is to it.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
Wait, who's this guy? I'm like, is that Bolsa? Who's that supposed to be?
Hi, Denise. Yeah, it's Barry.
Barry Allen? It's the Flash. Oh. Well, one bald dude for another. Alrighty then. No one notices. So many people, nobody knows.
About a movie fight, we're talking about weight, we're talking about reach.
Boxing is a sport. Martial arts is life and death.
That's also a sport.
How fast you are. Muhammad Ali hits you, you're going down.
That's true.
If he hits you. Bruce Lee He knows
Oh, come on.
the moves. He's gonna find an opening.
Muhammad Ali's whooping his ass.
How much does he weigh?
I don't know. Maybe $130.
Ali was the heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
Ali goes down hard. It's all over.
Do you have a gun?
I'm sorry?
Does Bruce Lee have a gun?
Because that's the only way winning.
Ali in 3 minutes or less.
Yep. Easy.
Hey, hold up. Wait. Did you sign Tina's birthday card?
No,
Would you mind
not at all.
on this? I'm telling you.
All I'm saying is if Lee tried to sweep Ali's legs, he'll just sidestep.
Ali was fast for his size, yes. Bruce was a brawler, okay? He gets in quick.
Yeah. No disrespect against Bruce Lee. Honestly, I don't know much about him, but I have seen him. He was very light and obviously very quick, but Muhammad Ali was very well for a heavyweight. I suppose he was really quick. No way near as quick as Bruce Lee, of course. You're gonna have to kick Ali maybe 300 times before you even do any damage. And yes, I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. Regardless of how quick he is, he's not doing much damage. So he's actually doing... Well, not his job, someone else's job, but you know. Why doesn't he just come in as himself? Isn't he an employee of the company right now?
So, Ramirez, what do you think you're up to?
We're just pulling an order. Something wrong?
May I ask why none of you guys are wearing a lift belt?
Oh, we don't usually...
Stop what you're doing. You go to the equipment room, you get lift belts and gloves. You use them. Rules are rules, got me?
Sure, okay.
Hey, hold up! Shut it down! Shut it down!
All right, looking after the safety of his workers. Well, his workers.
When the rifle owner shows up, there's no facility-wide badge check. I find access doors left unlocked or propped open, pass to pilfering. You got duplicate routing numbers on cargo, surveillance, inventory documents that are going into the trash instead of being shredded, not to mention loading equipment being driven.
Mike is a thorough guy. Give him a raise. Make it 20,000 a day.
Ermintrout, security consultant.
Oh, all due respect. I don't know anything about a security consultant.
Well, you wouldn't, would you? Maybe you best call corporate. Try Lydia Rodart Quayle.
He's got nothing else to do. Might as well help these folk out who are helping you out. It's Jackie. Oh, your former boss.
Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate that.
Schweikert and Co. I don't know who this guy is.
We're going to miss him so much.
Thank you, Brenda.
Brenda.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks, Brian.
Wow. Remembers each and every person's name, eh? Rebecca. Howard. Yeah. Howard? Hey, it says no parking. Get up, Howard. No parking.
He was living in that house without electricity for the better part of 2 years. He knew how to use those lanterns. He was careful. I saw it. I know you did too. There was never a problem. I know it's a terrible thing to...
He feels guilty?
I don't think what happened was an accident.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You probably heard Chuck was retiring from HHM, but that's not the truth. The truth is that we had a disagreement, and I pushed him out. I made him go.
Chuck was sick for years. And after the bar hearing...
The bar hearing had nothing to do with it. He came to work. We could leave the lights on. He was improving until the thing with the insurance. So it wasn't the bar hearing.
The insurance?
Yeah, insurance. Jimmy.
I should have just let it go.
What about the insurance?
It was our malpractice insurance. They found out about Chuck's condition and raised our rates. Chuck went ballistic. He wanted to go to war. I drew a line. He wouldn't back down, so I forced him out.
Now he feels guilty.
It never occurred to me that I could hurt him.
I didn't know robots could quiver their lips.
He seemed so strong, but he wasn't. I think he did what he did because of me.
I think it was a combination of things. I think it was that and Jimmy and pretty much all of his life, really.
Well, Howard, I guess that's your cross to bear.
Ooh. He's smiling. Wow.
Look at her go.
I mean, people cope with pain in different ways. I think this might be his defense mechanism. To show like he doesn't care. You know, I think how Chuck showed that he doesn't care. Maybe he didn't care, I don't know, but I don't think he didn't care. I think he cared, and I think Jimmy cares very much so too. I don't know, or maybe that's just not Jimmy, that's Saul, and Saul, well, actually doesn't care. That was quite an episode. Quite interesting. I liked it. Before I talk more about that episode, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction, also early access to these episodes, they go up first on Patreon, and also the full-length reactions go up on my Patreon as well. Link in the description. Speaking of my description, it has links to pretty much everything that I've done, all the playlists and everything. So, yeah, check it out. Chances are there will be things that you want to see. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for supporting me all this time. On Patreon, on YouTube, and everywhere else on social media sites and all of that good stuff. So thank you very much. Now then, so a few things that are going on. Gus is on to Nacho, which I thought he was, the way he looked at him, right? When he gave them the medicine, I think he was onto him. And Mike warned him as well. There are other people that you need to worry about, not just the Salamancas, you know. And yeah, he was right. They just, I guess, learned from their mistake and are putting the trackers in different places now than the gas cap. Or was it Mike who put it there? It might have been Mike who put it there, actually, now that I think about it. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, but yeah, Gus had one of his guys follow Nacho, and yeah, I suppose he figured out that you know, he had something to do with the medicine, because he literally saw him dispose of the medicine. Now I'm like, so you know how I was like, yeah, like that, you know, dispose it away from Gus. Now I'm like, well, actually, if he had done it right then and there, right behind Gus, might have been better, because the guy wouldn't have seen him dispose it. Hindsight 2020, innit? I got a wallpaper of two owls staring me down. I got beautiful eyes, gorgeous eyes. Just as I said hindsight, I'm like, wow, look at them eyes. Anyways, getting distracted by gorgeous eyes. Won't be the first time. Then there was the whole Chuck situation. Yeah, it seems like Jimmy at one point wanted to cry. You could see his eyes watering, but he just didn't want to shed the tears because he didn't want to come across maybe as like he cared or something. Or maybe he just doesn't care. I'm not entirely sure. But I mean, it's kind of, you know, it's one thing to have an ego and to go up against people, but it's entirely different, you know, to lose someone, that same person that you didn't really get along with. And I don't know, maybe he's completely gone Jimmy, you know, and it's Saul, which I do believe. But I mean, obviously, when I say he's completely gone, I don't mean he's completely gone. I don't think you can completely 100% erase someone. He's obviously maybe 10%, 15, 20%. He's still there. The rest is Saul. So I do think maybe it was a show, or maybe he's just, you know, like at this point, he's just Saul. And so that's why he doesn't care. But hey, he's taking care of the fish. He cares about the fish, though. So that's great, I suppose. Someone's fed. Hey? What? Someone is being taken care of, at least, is what I meant to say. And today I learned, as I look at that owl on my screen, that owls actually have nostrils on top of their beak. Lovely. So yeah, pretty somber episode for the most part. Howard blaming himself was very sad. And him getting so emotional, yeah. Didn't think he had that in him, but he does. He's very strict and very sort of, you know, to the point, which is why I called him a robot. He did truly care about Chuck, and he does feel guilty, which is something that Jimmy doesn't, or at least it looks like he doesn't. And like I said, I think it's a combo of things that led Chuck to being how it is. It is the fact that his illness was exposed to him. It was the fact that he was exposed to the world. It was the fact that his credibility went away as a lawyer. It was the fact that his partner didn't want him in the firm. It was the fact that his brother cut ties with him. It was the fact that Rebecca saw him that way, and he obviously didn't want her to see it this way. This whole time he's been hiding it from her. And it was the fact that even after trying so hard, in the end, you know, he was kicked out or pushed out, literally. I mean, the Howard made it personal by taking that personal loan out just to pay Chuck off. You know what I mean? That was quite a slap in Chuck's face. And so, yeah, to lose a lifelong friend, a partner, to lose your brother, to lose your, I want to say like life partner, but they were kind of, they were separated. So, I mean, I don't, or divorced, because they said ex-wife. So I don't know. But I mean, it felt like they still had feelings, or I mean, Chuck at least did. Chuck admitted that he did. So, you know, and then Jimmy hitting him with that's your, what do you say? That's your cross to bear or whatever? Your bear to cross? I don't know English, man. But basically what I took from it, I've never heard that expression before, but what I took from it in the context and everything, I think what it meant was, that's on you, basically. Or you deal with it or something like that, right? So, which I thought was kind of insensitive in this sort of a case and in this sort of a situation, to one that you have definitely contributed. Jimmy has contributed to it. But that's what I mean then, is that I think Jimmy might be gone, and that might be Saul, and he might be just like, all right, whatever, I'm done with this. Forget about Chuck, forget about Howard, HHM, let's move on. Saul Goodman, this guy. Move on. Better call Saul. Forget about everybody else. Oh, man. Okay. So I guess I understand now why there are certain people who take Chuck's side. But I mean, that doesn't mean that he was right in what he was doing. That doesn't mean that at all. He made many mistakes, and you have to admit that he made those mistakes, regardless of what choice he makes in the end. Mistakes are mistakes, you know? Your faults are your faults. You have to own up to them. But I get it, though. I honestly feel like if I had known, I still would have mentioned that these things that Chuck is doing is wrong, but I would not have been nearly as harsh on Chuck as I was. But hey, you live and learn, right? So that's pretty much it for this episode. Get in the conversation below. Let's get talking. What do you think is going to happen with Nacho and them boys? What were your thoughts up to this point? I mean, don't mention anything in the future, obviously, because that's spoilers. But at this point, up to this point, what were your thoughts? How did you feel? You know, why do you think Chuck did what he did? So on and so forth. I'm very much looking forward to it. So let's have a conversation. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And like I said, in the description, you'll find links to pretty much everything that I've done on the channel, as well as my Patreon. And full length and early access is there. Check it out. Thank you so much, every single one of you, once again. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice